Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're going to be continuing on with the Zendikar Rising early spoiler or early streamer event. So basically, myself and a bunch of other streamers got advanced access to the set with the God account. You'll see I have 1,000,000 gems and 20,000 wild cards. So thanks to Wizards for that. We've played a few decks thus far, and what we're going to be doing is just running through. These are all best of one matches. We're going to continue on with blue-black rogues. So rogues is a tribal archetype that's gotten some support in the new set for Zendikar. So just kind of walking through, the rogues theme is generally kind of tempo-y, that you want to put cards in your opponent's graveyard for added bonus. So you have Merfolk Windrobber, a 1-mana 1/1 flyer that when it deals combat damage to a player, that player mills a card. Then you can sacrifice it to draw a card if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Sorry, my dog's like right up in me to scratch her. Mind Carver is an equipment for 1 mana that attaches automatically. It gives +1/0. Or if there's 8 or more cards, then you get +3/+1. So it makes these smaller creatures a lot better. And then afterwards as an equipped of 3. Thieves Guild Enforcer, 1 mana. When it enters the battlefield, when it or another rogue enters a battlefield under your control, your opponent mills 2, and then if there's 8 or more cards, it becomes a 3/2 with Death Touch. Then we have Lofty Denial. We have a lot of flyers, so kind of counter spell here. We have some eliminates for removal. Drown in the Loch is the combination of both counter spell and removal based on cards in your opponent's graveyard. We have Soaring Thought-Thief. As long as your opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard, rogues you control get +1/0. So it's kind of the Lord for this effect, which is kind of nice. Then we have Brazen Borrowers for tempo. Nighthawk Scavenger is a new card. So Flying Death Touch Lifelink, it's an ode to Vampire Nighthawk. So it's 1 plus the number of different card types in your opponent's graveyard with 3 toughness. Agadeem's Awakening, these are the Bolt lands. So flip lands, you get the choice. Either it comes into play on tap for 3 life and black mana, or it's a spell where 3 black and X, where you get to return X cards with different CMCs from your graveyard to the battlefield. So very good late game card. Some Rankles, just a lot of effects here. And then we have Zareth San Trickster. So this is a 5 mana, or what we could do is kind of a ninjutsu ability. If there's an unblocked rogue, then you can flash it in instead of the rogue and like switch their spots. And then whenever it deals combat damage, you can put a permanent from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield. And then 1 Seagate Reborn, Seagate Restoration, similar to the Black Land, except this one draws us cards. We have the Pathway lands, some Trinomes, and a castle. So we played Gruul, Golgari, and Mill so far, so we'll continue on with this one here. See how it goes. Rogues. Deck lists I'll be updating throughout the stream as we play around, see what works, what doesn't, and we can go from there. Alrighty, let's play some games. See who we run into. A lot of big streamers on today. Dudu Alenda. I think this hand's fine. Probably lead with the Swamp. I guess we see what our opponent does. We're on the draw as well. Okay, so this is probably Winota or Warriors. Actually gonna go like this, because then next turn I can play out both of these and then have them mill 4. And then I can follow it up with the Nighthawk Scavenger into potentially Rankle. Keep this if they are a Winota deck. So Goblin Warrior. Whenever it attacks, gets +1/0 for each creature in your party. Yeah, it's definitely a Winota deck. I guess it could be like tempo-y. Play out Nighthawk Scavenger and then just hold up instant speed things. This seems like a house against this, like these small creatures. Okay, I have the land. Human, goblin. Still think we just play this out. So hitting a lot of lands off the top for the opponent. Can't really see exactly what they're on. So this is Oblivion Ring based on no blocks here. I wanted a land. So I think we attack, sack, try to hit a land. Oh, we hit a land, but it's tapped. So they're just Jeskai party. This could be Embercleave. Kind of cool there. Mini Sphinx's Revelation. Okay, so now I'm actually pretty happy where we're at. I can counter whatever they play out, if not just Brazen Borrower or something. Their party's kind of low right now. I think that's fine. See what they play out here, because I can always bounce it back. Can get Rankle going as well. That's just the flip land. Actually, let's let this resolve, because then they're going to go to attacks and I'm going to get this Oblivion. I'm going to bounce that and then gain life. So I gain 5 life here. And then I could counter it on the way down as well, which is nice. So we'll keep this because I can force the Seasoned Hallowblade to potentially discard. Some nice tempo elements. And now we're down to 7, we're back up to 18. Lofty Denial, don't even need to use the hard counter. Opponents had enough. Rogues. Rouges, if you may. One and 0. Nighthawk really carrying us there. So for my sanity, as we're probably going to be streaming close to 10 hours today, let's lock this down. Alrighty. This hand's a little rough. Like if opponent's on creatures, then I'm happy, but we don't have blue mana. Okay, this hand's much better. Actually, let's put drowned. I think it's actually Agadeem. I like all these other cards. They're on rogues as well. Fellow Rouger. Play draw here can be quite relevant. It's fine. We want lands. Okay, so at least we'll get our Soaring Thought-Thief down. I could Mind Crawler. No, I think we get the Thought-Thief down. So I think we just hold off here. See what we do. Okay, I got the Scavenger. This board's a little loud. So I kind of want to have the drown. Hold up here because I need to start getting cards in their graveyard. If I can. I need to take a turn to attack in. So I'm looking at Lofty Denial, what they play this turn. Oh, these have flash. I'm an idiot. So we'll use this Mind Carver. That's one card. We can put a couple more in the graveyard, hopefully. So this would put a second. Still think we do this because it lets me counter regardless. I think this is my favorite type, like tempo mirrors. Okay, it's fine. They can't sack it. They get more cards in their graveyard. Bring it to our opponent's turn here. Hopefully no counter. Sick. Sick. They mill. Ooh, I wanted that. Mind you could probably use the land here. Turn's gonna be Mind Carver, Soaring Thought-Thief. 5 cards in graveyard. Brazen. So we'll see what we do here. They'll attack in. All Soaring Thought-Thief. That's also good because that means they're at 5 cards in graveyard. So I can attack and then flash it in. See if they use the Brazen Borrower to block. See if they block with the Brazen Borrower, because I can pump this up an extra toughness. Come on. What you got? Still think we flash this in here. Represents a lot more damage. Now we have Lofty Denial as well to counter whatever their follow-up is. I think the Lord's good enough to counter there. They're going to ninjutsu. They can get back my Rankle if they want. Let's see what they get back. Rankle it is. Kind of got punked there. They can force us to sack here. Like I have to throw the block up here. I guess I could have held back on defense. Yeah, because if they attack here, maybe I should have held back. Would have held the Rankle back and then forced them to do something. There might be a quick echo. Just want to test something really quick. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Okay. Sorry about that. Alrighty. So our base, I don't think we have a way out of this. Agadeem's Awakening. They drew better than us that game. The Maul hurt, and then just not hitting anything else afterwards. 1-1 with rogues. In best of one, I feel like rogues is really going to be who plays first type deck. That went down the wrong way. Whew. Was not expecting to choke that hard. Let's just kill this now before they get tokens. Thieves Guild's actually interesting. Come on, Arena. I think I screwed up, so we have to go Thieves Guild. Should have played the black line for your vampire. Cut them off the land drop. Just in case they can hit something, like we took them off a mountain there. Edge cases. This probably is 4-color Omnath. What do they have in there? Shoot Swarm. Well, I came to do ninjutsu stuff. I could take their line next turn. But I want some Scoot Swarms. Whenever a line enters the battlefield under your control, you get to create a insect. If you control 6 or more lions, create a copy that's of Shoot Swarm. Yeah, this is an Omnath deck. So we'll probably go bounce Omnath. Bounce Omnath. Talking with both. I guess I should have done this first, but my thought is I want to get the land here. I can use another black source probably. So then what I'm going to do this turn is they're going to play Omnath with the draw trigger on the stack. I'm going to bounce it before they can play another land. And then just kind of keep tempoing them out this way. I start getting copies of Scoot Swarm for my next land. This mills them 2 more. Yes, please. I would love a Terror of the Peaks. May I? I'll take this opponent. How does that sound? Sick. 2-1. Rogues are sweet. I enjoy this type of deck very, very much. Let's update the record on this one. 2-1. Rogues are unbeaten on this stream right now. Fire up another one here. All right. I think we keep this hand. If we need to, we can eliminate on 2 with Agadeem, otherwise just play the Triome tap. Flash this in. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Okay, so what are we playing against? Some sort of ramp deck. Keep the Agadeem. If they have another Lotus Cobra, I'm going to want to eliminate it next turn. Drown in the Loch's really nice as well. Gives me a counter spell. I think we counter that. I like having this out. It gives me something next turn that I could cheat in to play my dude. They cultivate here. Nighthawk Scavenger. So I think what we do... do this. Rogue Jitsu. Get this back to hand. Take their... kind of want their land. Lets me play another spell this turn. Or just get Bone Crusher. Here's my 4/3. Thanks for giving it to me. They have 4 cards in graveyard. So if I flash this in, this mills. I drown in the Loch this. Gotcha. That's Maya Yasha. This deck's so sweet. Oh, I love this. This is the first deck I'm crafting when I get the cards. I don't know on all the full numbers yet, but this shit's my jam. I don't think we could play this hand. 1 land's... oh, actually, we do have 2 lands. I forgot about you. What are we looking at? Some sort of ramp deck? Hey, Defio. Yeah, this deck's like... I'm actually super excited for this one. I'm actually going to hold up Lofty Denial this turn. I think it's more impactful. We're 3-1 with it. Zareth with Thieves Guild has been awesome. We can eliminate this. Because then afterwards this gets better. Defio, is the audio okay? From like my voice? Okay, they're a Genesis Ultimatum deck. Scoot, Storm. It's fine. Let's just return this to the hand. Should have probably countered that. Forgot they were getting the token. Oh, no worries. Six cards. So they don't want to go Scoot. That's a lofty denial if I ever did see one. Oh, give me a land. I'll just take that. Oh, they do get Uro. Which is kind of annoying. It's fine. This is a 5/5. We could have taken Uro and then drawn, but I think that's fine. They do get a couple tokens there. Can try to mill them out as well. They can multi-block on Zareth. They can swarm the board on us. That's very interesting. They're willing to take 8. Of note, we only have 1 black mana. Hoping here that they try to Uro. That's going to be a no for me, dog. These tap for lands. I think we keep our flyers. Sick. Loving it. Loving it. 4-1. Only lost to our compadres. Finally a deck we could play Drowned in. Forgot to update it last time. 4-1. Let's run one more with this just because I'm having a great time with it. It's got like a really nice mix of interaction and like hate. Stealing stuff from your opponent's graveyard's so good. Yep, that's gonna be a straight keep. Clerics? Haven't played against Clerics yet. Oh no. Oh no. Oran Reef. Yup. Here, let's play you out. Perfect. That's what I needed. That is what I needed. Kill this. Pop that so they don't get the counters. Just block here, take the 2. That's really good as well. So I could like ninja them. Let's go blue here. So I've drowned. Drowns for 3. I think we just hold off this turn. It's probably a counter. Okay, that's probably a bounce as well. That kind of resets things. So I think we take 6 this turn. So I think what I do here, attack. Flash this in. Return Thieves Guild. I'm gonna get back their Oblivion Ring or Banishing Light. Gonna exile that. And then I have Thieves Guild to come down to mill them 2 more. Kind of get them that way there. Sick. 6-1 or 5-1. I know. Kicked ass with this one. This deck's sweet. 5-1.